Hi everybody, I'm Desiree,
And I'm Steve.
and we are the faces behind my blog, The Almost Daily Des. So as you can see, we have some stuff going on behind us. So welcome to what we're packing for Walt Disney World Part 1. So today we're going to go over what we're putting in our luggage, our actual suitcase, and there will be a Part 2. Part 2 is going to be what we put in our personal bags and some tips for traveling with kids and little ones and some other little extra tips. So, ready to get started?
Yeah, let's
All
get
right.
started.
Join us on our packing journey. Okay, so to start off, I'm going to be honest, and every time we travel, my bag is over by way too much. So my focus is going to try to minimalize and not have that be a problem because it's super expensive. So I actually got new luggage off of Amazon. So this is It Luggage. It costs about $70, and I got it because this weight right here, it's only 5.29 pounds. So I'm pretty sure my other luggage had to be at least 10 pounds for the amount of weight I was always over. It's 31 and a half inches tall, I think, and it's super easy to move around. And I really like that it has this like wide handle because it feels like it'll be a little bit easier to pull. So when we go over what we're packing in this bad boy today, it's going to be stuff that I don't need right off the bat when we get to our resort, because Magical Express is actually going to be getting my luggage for me and putting it into our resort room. So because that might not happen the second I get there, everything that will be in here is not stuff that I will need immediately. It'll be for later. So this is our luggage. If you're looking for new luggage and you want to get a really lightweight luggage, this is a great one to get. So I'm going to talk about our toiletry bag. I love this thing. It's a Lewis & Clark. You can get these at Bed Bath & Beyond. I'm actually not sure if they're in store because we got this one online, but I do know that Target usually sells this brand too. So the reason I like it is because it literally holds everything. So once you undo it, you can hang this on the door of your resort bathroom, and everything that you could possibly imagine can fit in here. Now, you have to kind of judge whether you want to pack this in your luggage or your personal bag. If you have anything in here that's over 3 ounces, it would have to go in your luggage. If everything's under, it could go in your personal bag. The only downfall to it is because it holds so much, it is a little bit heavy. So you just have to decide if you want to add this weight to your luggage or if you want to kind of bring it with you on the plane and make sure that you don't have anything over 3 ounces in there if you're going to do that. So that's a Lewis & Clark for 15 bucks. And yeah, that's what we bring with us every time we travel. Okay, so going along with the toiletry bag, of course you're going to put any medications in there that you would normally bring with you when you travel, but one thing that you might forget to bring are allergy meds. So these are what we're bringing for our daughter actually, but when we're going during Flower and Garden Festival in Epcot, and we did this a couple of times now, and last time Steve and our daughter both had horrible allergies while we were there, and neither of them really have allergies at home, but even if you don't have them normally, I would suggest bringing them, because to purchase them when you're there is going to be really expensive. So better to be safe than sorry. And if you're going to Flower and Garden, I would recommend taking one in the morning, just because even I had a little bit of like a runny nose and a tickle in my throat because there's flowers everywhere. So that might bother you. So pack this in addition to your other medications that you normally would pack. The next thing that you're going to want to make sure you pack are ponchos. So you can get ponchos just like this at like the dollar store. It rains a lot in Florida. If you've never been, it could rain every single day. It most likely won't be all day. It's not usually a washout, but there is a chance of rain like every single day. So make sure you pack a poncho for everybody that's in your party, and you might even want to consider packing an extra poncho to throw over a stroller. The thing is, when it rains, you might duck into some indoor rides or go see a show, but usually there's stroller parking, and that tends to be outside. So when you come out, you don't want to come out to a soaking wet stroller. So you might just want to make sure you have an extra one of these to throw over your stroller or anything else that you might be leaving behind outside. Sunscreen, of course. So obviously this is going to go in our luggage because we pack a bigger sunscreen. So I am in no way affiliated with Banana Boat, but I am obsessed with this stuff, so I am going to sell you on it. I hate sunscreen. I feel like it's greasy, it's messy. This is called Dry Balance. It literally does not feel like you have sunscreen on. So we will put this on us and our daughter. It works fine for all of us, but this will have to go in our luggage because it's 6 ounces. I do recommend if you're packing any liquid like this and you're putting it in your luggage, you don't know how your airport staff is really going to treat your bag. So I do recommend throwing a piece of tape over this and possibly even shoving it into a Ziploc just in case it starts to leak. And the next random thing, it seems random, but these come in handy while you're traveling to Disney, especially dish soap. So normally you're thinking you're eating out, why would I pack dish soap? But when you go to Disney, we have a dining plan, so we get the resort mugs complimentary with our dining plan. But even if you're not on a dining plan, you can still purchase them. They're $18.99. When you go to the food court, they have like a washing station, but it's just a sink with water. There's no soap. And then when you get into your room, you generally only have bar soap or like shampoo. So you don't actually have soap to wash your resort mugs out. So I bring this along with us so that we can clean our mugs every day and not just be rinsing them out with water. Next, we're going to be talking about what clothes we're actually bringing. So all of this is going to be in reference to our trip. So for reference, we are staying for 8 days and 7 nights. So it's a little bit of a longer trip. But just so you know, when you see how many items of each thing I'm bringing, it's in reference to that stay. Also, we're going in March, so weather can be a little bit unpredictable in March. You can get warmer days and cool nights, meaning during the day it might be 70s, 80s, then at night it go down to the 50s. So it's a little bit harder to pack. You're not just packing straight summer clothes or straight winter clothes. You have to pack a little bit of a mixture just so that you're prepared for whatever the weather decides it's going to be that day. First, I'm going to go over what I bring to sleep in. So everybody's different in that aspect. Obviously, bring whatever you're comfortable sleeping in. But because I'm trying to minimize on my packing so that I'm not over with my luggage, I'm not bringing like tops and bottoms. I have night shirts that are a little bit longer. I'm bringing those, and I am going to rewear them. So we're there an odd amount of nights. We're there 7 nights. So I'll probably bring 4 just because I'm cool with wearing something 2 nights in a row, but 3 nights in a row is a little much. So I'm going to bring 4 night shirts, and my bathing suit, I'm going to bring 2, I wear tankini. So again, it depends on what you wear for a bathing suit. I'm going to bring the same bottom. I'm going to bring my high-waisted bottom and 2 different tankini tops. So it kind of looks like I'm wearing multiple bathing suits, but I'm really not. I'm only wearing like 1.5 bathing suits, and it's less for me to pack. Going into my clothes, I'm going to show you my bottoms first because I do rewear most of my bottoms. So normally, if it was really hot, I probably wouldn't even bring pants. So if you were going in the summer, or even September, October where it's really warm, I wouldn't even really worry about bringing pants. So I'm just covering my bases to see how the weather will be. So I'm going to bring 3 pairs of shorts. I plan on pretty much wearing shorts, so I'm definitely going to rewear them. This is where Downy fabric refresher is your best friend. So make sure you put that in your toiletry bag because even if you wore them, you can spray them, refresh them, and hang them back up. I'm going to bring 1 pair of jeans just in case it is really chilly one night or when we go back into the parks in the evening. If it gets pretty cool and I want to wear pants, that's what I'm going to wear. I have these exercise capris. They're really cute. I actually got these at Target recently. I'm going to bring them in case it's kind of in the middle and I don't really know what to do. Plus, they're super comfortable. I'm going to bring my nice mom sweatpants. I'm bringing these. I was going to wear these on the plane, but I think I'm actually going to be hot because I always get hot on the plane. So I actually might wear these leggings on the plane. But I got these at Old Navy. They're your typical, like, sweatsuit sweatpants. But the reason I'm bringing them is because I'm wearing night shirts to bed. But sometimes I want to be comfortable in my room and I might want to walk out of my room and like go grab a snack or they play movies on the lawn or whatever, just walk around the resort and I can't really walk around in my night shirt. So I'll throw these on with like a tank top just to be comfortable if I decide to like leave the building. I am going to bring 1 dress. You're really not going to be wearing dresses in Disney. I mean, people do, but it's just ridiculous and not functional. I'm bringing 1 because our first day we're going to Disney Springs and we're eating at a restaurant called Paddlefish. While there is no dress code for Paddlefish, I just figured that I would dress a little bit cuter because it's not a park day and because I want to. So So I am going to bring this, and it actually would be cute to throw on over my bathing suit from the pool, or if I just need something to throw on, like to leave my room one night, it'll be multifunctional for me. Okay, back over here for tops. So while I will rewear bottoms, I cannot do that with tops for some reason. So when I overpack, this is where I'm overpacking. So I'll have a top for every day. So like, I have my cute mini top. This one I got, and it has little tigers on it. I thought that'd be cute for Animal Kingdom. I did mention before we're going during Flower and Garden Festival in Epcot, and how cute is that for Flower and Garden? So all these tank tops right here are from Old Navy. They're like the little bit nicer ones. They do have cheaper ones, but I don't like those for packing. They tend to wrinkle a ton. So these retail for like $19.99, but they're usually on sale, so you don't actually spend that much. So I grabbed 4 of those. Some of them are just basic colors, just whatever. I grabbed this t-shirt from Old Navy too. I figured I could throw that on with my sweatpants maybe if I need to be comfortable, or, I mean, I would actually wear this to the park too if it wasn't like super hot out that day. And then I have these 2 linen shirts. They're really summery. I feel like they're very Florida. So I actually got them on clearance from Old Navy at the end of the summer, and I've been hanging on to them for this trip. But these are good for if you're going back into the park in the evening, and once that sun goes down, it gets a little bit chilly, or if you're gonna go walk around Disney Springs or whatever, and you wanna look a little bit nicer than just a plain tank top. Now, normally, if it's super hot, I would only maybe bring 1 sweatshirt that I wear on the plane and layer, but because I'm not really sure if we're gonna have some colder days there or colder evenings, I'm packing a little bit more than what I usually would. This I got in Disney when we went last time. I like love it. It has the Minnie Mouse bow here, and it has bows on your elbows with like the mini head. So of course I'm bringing that. That's like my standard Disney sweatshirt. I have to bring my cute Stitch Fix sweatshirt, which I love. It's really soft, really, really comfortable. It has cute flowers on the sides. Speaking of Stitch Fix, these shorts and these jeans are also from them. I love them. And then this I actually might wear on the plane. It's like a tunic sweatshirt. I was gonna go full sweatsuit with like this and the sweatpants, but it might be a little bit much to do that. So I actually might wear this with these leggings and like a tank top underneath for the plane, because I am not that person that's gonna show up in like heels and a dress or a blazer. Like, I'm trying to be comfortable and bringing an almost 3-year-old through security and a stroller and whatever else. So comfort is where I'm going for the plane ride. And then next I just want to talk about footwear. I do not wear sneakers. I cannot. I've tried them all. I hate them. I don't wear them in my normal life, so I'm not going to wear them in the park. I wear Sanooks mostly all summer anyway, so I'm going to bring some of my older pairs, but I just got this new pair. If you don't know what these are, they have a yoga mat sole here, so they're really comfortable to walk on, and they're all cloth. So you get no like rubbing on the back of your foot, nothing like that. It literally feels like I'm not wearing anything, but it's more comfortable than a bare foot because of that yoga mat. And then, oh, my slipper fell. I'm gonna bring my slippers from home just to wear around the room. These are isotoners and they're very squishy, so our resort has hard floors, so I'm not trying to walk around in bare feet or even really socks on those, so I'm gonna bring my slippers from home. So that's pretty much it for me for packing. So, you know, I'm gonna rewear some bottoms. I have plenty of tops to mix and match, and I think I'm covering all my bases, whether we get a really hot day or a cool day or whatever. So I think I'm good. I am trying not to overpack. So hopefully this looks like not overpacking. Although as I'm looking at it, it kind of looks like I am. Jen.
Alright everybody, so now it's my turn to tell you what I'm bringing to our Disney trip. So like Des said, we're going to be there for 7 nights.
No. Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're going to be there for 7 nights.
8 days, I was thinking.
8 days.
Don't try to shorten my length of stay.
So, I'm already a minimalist. If I could get away with wearing 1 pair of shorts for the whole week, I would.
You know what we're not going to do? We're not going to tell them how, like, every time we travel, you have to buy stuff because you literally, I wouldn't call it minimalist. I would call it you don't
forgetfulist.
pack anything, and then we have to buy stuff for you in foreign countries because we
But
don't have things.
that comes in handy, and that brings me to the first thing I'll be bringing with me, and I'll tell you about is my nice outfit that I'm going to bring for paddlefish. Normally I wouldn't bring a button-up shirt or like pants or anything like that since we're just going to Disney. Since we are going to a nicer restaurant, I bought this shirt recently at Target on clearance for $16, originally $23, and my pair of pants that I bought in the Caribbean,
In the Dominican.
when I forgot a pair of pants on that was our honeymoon.
It was our honeymoon, and they had a dress code that you had to wear pants, and you didn't have any. Mind you,
a nice pair of linen pants that cost me $80, so I'm going to wear them as much as possible.
And paddlefish, like I said before, doesn't have a dress code, but the only places I think that do are Victoria and Albert's and California Grill.
Right.
I think other than that, you're pretty much fine wearing whatever, but we're just like choosing. That's just what we're choosing to do.
Yeah.
Just Google paddlefish and you'll see why. Before you get into all of your themed clothes, why don't you let them know like how many pairs of shorts and like shirts you're bringing for that week?
Okay, so shorts, that's basically all I'll wear. I'll probably wind up bringing this pair of jeans just in case, because it might get a little bit cooler in the evenings. And if we go back into the park at night and it is like in the 60s or low 60s, I might want to wear a pair of jeans.
You're not going
Probably
to.
not, but I'll bring them just in case. My suitcase will not be over because I'm not going to be bringing a lot of clothes. So for shorts, I'll probably bring 4 pairs of shorts. Bathing suits, I'm probably only going to bring 2. Now for my shirts, I, on the other hand, I have a lot of Disney-themed clothes. People like to buy me Disney-themed stuff. I actually have a friend of ours, Jackie, that made 2 shirts for me for our last Disney trip. And on our last Target trip, when I got this shirt, I found this really cool hoodie. That's a Toy Story themed hoodie from Andy's Moving Day.
Just if you're looking for any Toy Story clothing, Target had a decent amount, especially in the men's department. I actually am going to be honest, I didn't look in the women's, but they had more Toy Story than I've seen anywhere. A lot of places don't have any at all. And I actually found a shirt for Lou there that you'll see in a little bit too. Show them what else you've got going on here.
So for shirts, I'm bringing a lot of t-shirts this time. I'll probably wind up bringing like 3 tank tops. I have to bring this tank top because this is my Animal Kingdom tank top that I'm going to be wearing. I'll probably have a couple more.
If we were going like any other time of year where it wasn't winter, Steve would probably only really be bringing tank tops.
Only tank tops.
Yeah, because it's so hot.
So I have a t-shirt. I got this on our last Disney trip. It's a Peter Pan t-shirt that I really like. So I'll be bringing that. My Grumpy
That was from
t-shirt.
our first trip together, me and you.
Grumpy by choice.
I got that for you. Because I always tell you you're grumpy.
My original
Classic Mickey.
Classic Mickey shirt. You see these all around Disney. And these are the 2 shirts that I really love that were made for me. This is I'm just here for the snacks, which is totally true. I am. I will be using all 14 snack credits. I will not leave any behind. And my Walt shirt.
Hold on, I'm gonna zoom.
Drop a comment down below if you can figure out who this Walt is and where he's from.
I'll give you a hint. It's not Walt Disney.
So, I mean, that's pretty much it for my clothes. I am bringing my flip-flops. I have Skechers Relax Fit Memory Foam.
Really comfortable, right?
Super, super comfortable. They actually have a built-in arch, and it is memory foam, so it's like really squishy.
But you'll be bringing sneakers too, right?
Yeah, I'll have sneakers as well, but I'm pretty much going to wear these most of the time. And they actually do dry pretty well if they get wet. I can wear them to the pool. If they get wet, they'll dry in a couple hours. If you wear them in the park and they get wet, just walking around will dry pretty fast.
So you think just that 1 pair of sandals, 1 pair of sneakers?
Yeah, I only have 1 pair of sandals. And I only have one good pair of sneakers. The rest look like I've run marathons in them.
Okay, so just those.
So just those.
Alright.
Um,
What about, will you bring like sweatpants or anything for in the room?
I might bring like one pair of sweatpants, but I'll probably just have like basketball
Shorts, yeah.
Normally what I wear, I tend to get hot pretty quickly, so I'll just wear basketball shorts, and that's probably also what I'll wear to bed, pair of basketball shorts, and that's it. Okay, so now we're on to our daughter and what we're packing for her. So Lou is 2, she's going to be turning 3 while we're in Disney. So the main reason we're trying to underpack is because I will always overpack for her. The reality is she's a toddler. She's potty trained. She's never once had an accident while we've been out, but you never know. They're messy. You just really don't know what you're going to need for them either. You don't know what mood they're going to be in or if they're going to be hot or cold. So for our week trip, I'm going to pack an outfit for every single day, probably plus an extra 4 to 5 bottoms and tops just in case. All the resorts have laundromats, but I'm just not trying to like spend my time there if I don't have to. So she's gonna get 2 bathing suits. These are really cute. I got these at Carter's. This is a dinosaur with a donut. She like loves that. And this is kind of random, but I'm bringing a hooded towel, not for the shower, but for the pool. They do provide towels down by the pool, but like they're just your basic white towel. And you know, if we're walking back to the room, I want to be able to throw this on her and it won't fall off of her, and she can kind of dry off while we go. So I'm gonna bring one of those. 2 sweatshirts for her. This one I got at Old Navy. It's really cute, Stars and Mini. This one was Target. It's a little bit thinner, so that'll be good for a mix because this one's heavier. She has a ton of Disney themed shirts that are going to be coming with us, but this is just a couple. I did want to show you this is a Toy Story shirt I found for her. Now, this was not in the toddler section. This is in like the little girl section, and I just got, I believe, an extra small. Yeah, an extra small for her. So, like I said, when Steve was talking, Target had a decent amount of Toy Story available. I thought this would be really cute for a flower and garden festival, and I'm just going to throw a pink shirt under it. And then, of course, I'm just packing her a mix of like shorts and pants. So I have more shorts than pants, but I am going to bring a few pants for her just in case she gets chilly one evening or if we have a cooler day. I also like to bring like a dress or 2 for her because I just think that they're cute to throw on, like if we go to Disney Springs one evening or just to like wear around the resort even. And then shoes are like one of the most important things. I mean, you just want your kids to be comfortable, so of course you want to make sure that they're comfortable in the shoes that you're bringing. So we're going to do 3 pairs of sneakers for her. She's probably going to wear these twinkle toes the most because she loves them and she's comfortable in them, and the little light ups make it really fun. These are like little mini high tops, and I got these for her actually to wear with this for flower and garden. And then I'm going to bring 2 different types of sandals. So these ones are just regular open toe sandals, but I liked them because they had 3 different strap adjustments, so you really can make them fit your kid like perfectly. Lou has hard feet. She's got caveman feet like her dad.
She does. It's a shame. Like it's hard. It's like this way. Her feet are chunky. So with these straps, it makes it a lot easier for me to make sure she's definitely comfortable. And then these are considered sandals, even though they're not an open toe, but she doesn't have to wear socks with these. I also felt like these might be good to throw in our park bag. Just in case, like, if it rains or she gets wet on a ride or something and her sneakers get wet, I figured these would be perfect to throw in the bag to switch her into. But, you know, she could wear these to the pool. She could wear these to the pool. If we just want to let her feet air out a little bit, she can wear these. So these actually were Oshkosh. These are Carter's. Twinkle toes are Skechers, and then these are just minis. Like,
we got those
like,
at Target, actually, the twinkle toes.
We did. And these are just like mini brands. So they must just be like Disney. I'm not really sure where they're even from, to be honest. So this is nowhere near what I'm packing for. I have so many things and I didn't want to bore you guys with every single item. But like I said, it's going to be an outfit for each day plus like 4 or 5 extra bottoms and tops, and I'm just gonna mix up like the shorts and pants. Definitely more shorts and pants, but yeah, I think that's it for her for clothes. I mean, I think she's good to go, right?
I think so.
I think we're all good to go. Okay, so that's it for what we're packing in our actual suitcase, and then our next video probably won't be as long because it's not all of these
Or
clothes.
boring.
We're so boring.
So boring.
But our next one's going to be really good because it'll have a lot of tips for
Tips
traveling with
and
kids.
tricks for traveling with
Yeah, and I have
toddlers.
some really good ones up my sleeve, so I'm really excited for that. And so that's it. Thank you for watching what we are packing for Disney Part 1, and stay tuned for Part 2.
And if you have any questions, you can always leave a comment down below, and we will try to help you answer those or figure out your questions with Disney and packing,
Right.
and even with flying on planes if you're not familiar with that.
Right, and you can always find me on Facebook and Instagram at The Almost Daily Dads. Feel free to send me a message on there too if you need to. I can answer a lot of questions about Disney, so even if it's not in regards to packing, I can probably help you out. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.